definitely we're going to start this off right. Um, we're going to be talking about needs as far as Falcons needs and free agency, and what do you think is they're going to be their most logical needs? We're not talking about fantasy like getting J.J. Watt and getting all these big name players and think you can get $100 million worth of groceries with $2. We can't do that.
Right. Right.
We got to be logical with this. And I'm gonna go ahead, Jew. I'm gonna go ahead and let you kick this one off. Like I said, we got to let the calm before the storm. The good guy started off.
Most logical needs. Are you saying like a player that we might sign in free agency?
Yeah, like the first part of the question is pretty much like, what do you think we need as far? How you think they're going to attack free agency as far as position wise? And
to be honest,
go ahead, man.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to be honest, I think first we need to start off with trying to re-sign the players that we have. Like, we got to decide on what players are staying and what players are going. We started the cuts, last week with Rico Allen, Allen Bailey. So I feel like one of the biggest needs for our team right now is the safety position and the defensive line. So first off, it's like this Keanu Neal. I'm trying to see what we're going to do with Keanu Neal. Like we cut, Rico, but I still think that they're kind of debating with the Keanu Neal, like what they're going to do. I don't know if you guys seen it earlier, but I believe it was Adam Schefter that said teams can actually start tomorrow putting franchise tags on players. So I'm wondering, what we're going to do with Keanu Neal. Like, are we going to try to place a tag on one of our players, or he's going to be one of those guys that they're going to actually negotiate a contract with? Also, on the defensive line, Dante Fowler. Those are the two biggest names on our team, as far as on the defensive side, that are like everybody's saying might get cut. They're saying somebody's going to get cut. We don't know what big name is going to get cut. It's either out of Keanu Neal. He's a free agent. But it's like, are we going to bring him back, or Dante Fowler because he didn't produce last year? So a lot of people are saying maybe we cut Dante Fowler and try to sign somebody else and try to save some money that way, or maybe we just draft his replacement. You never know. So I think those are the biggest two as far as on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, it's a lot of names in the offensive side. I'll say, first off, the running back position is the biggest need. And we heard Arthur Blank come out and state that the biggest weakness of this team has been the running game. So on the offense, everything starts with the running game. Like, are you bringing back Brian Hill? Are you trying to just roll with Ito Smith and Quadre Olesen? Are you trying to bring in a veteran running back, or are you trying to draft a running back? Personally, if it was me as the GM and I was making this decision as far as the running backs, I would try to bring back Brian Hill because he'll be cheap enough where you don't have to pay him a whole lot of money. And then I would still draft a guy as at running back. I wouldn't bring in a veteran because we've seen over the last couple times we've tried to do that, it's kind of come back to bite us. When we brought in Steven Jackson years ago, it came back to bite us in the butt. The same thing with Devontae Freeman. We gave him that huge contract, came back to bite us. And then we signed Todd Gurley last year, and it came back to bite us. Even though his contract wasn't bad because he still was under contract with the Rams. He had that 1-year deal for like $6 million, I think, was left on his contract. So it wasn't that bad of a deal last year. But I just feel like at this point, the running back position is our biggest need when it comes to offense. Everything else you can draft. Like we have enough wide receivers. It's just finding out who you want to pay. You know what I'm saying? Do we want to pay or extend a guy like Calvin Ridley? Are we going to extend a guy like Russell Gage? Like, we don't know. Because, Calvin Ridley still got 1 more year under that rookie deal. So I feel like with him, it's kind of like we're playing we don't know. We don't know where they're going with that. But we could see once the draft happens, if we draft another wide receiver, then it could actually come down to being like, maybe Calvin really is out the door. Like, if we bring in another quality receiver, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might tell us where we're heading. Like, hey, we're trying to bring in competition because we heard Terry Fontenot state we're bringing in competition at every position. And a lot of Falcons fans, like, we keep talking about Matt Ryan, but it could be some guys that we really like. That could be we bringing in competition to get rid of some guys that we think, and we might have to overpay. So, be careful what you wish for. Like we keep talking about Matt Ryan, but as we stated when the new regime came in, every single player.
Hallelujah. I've been telling y'all this. Man, look, Jude, I mean to cut you off, but they've been on my neck. They've been on my neck for saying the exact same thing. I said it over and over again. Do not be surprised if one, Grady Jarrett is among that, Deion Jones is among that, and your boy Calvin Ridley. Why? Because we have no idea what these guys are thinking. We don't know. This ain't me hating on this man. We have no idea what direction they are going. They could say that they want to run a 2 tight end set rather than a 2 wide receiver set. They want 1 big time receiver rather than 2 big time receivers. We don't know that. We have no clue. So get off my damn back, people. I didn't make the damn rules. They made it. Okay? I love Calvin Ridley. But the truth is he's not safe. Calvin Ridley has holes in this game. He has major holes in the game. And one of them is his ass don't like contact. I'm sorry. An offensive coordinator who has not had his guy, Calvin Ridley ain't his guy. Matt Ryan ain't his guy. Julio Jones ain't his guy. So if that right there, if that narrative fit Julio Jones and Matt Ryan, why in the my bad? Why in the bloody hell? Why in the bloody hell does not hit Calvin Ridley? Why does that not pertain to Deion Jones and Grady Jarrett? Because the last time I checked, the defensive side of the ball has been freaking garbage for the last 3 to 5 years. And Grady Jarrett is a part of that. So why does that pertain to Julio Jones and Matt Ryan and doesn't pertain to Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, and Calvin Ridley? We don't know. We don't know if he likes Grady Jarrett. Maybe he wants to play more of a three-man front, and Grady Jarrett doesn't fit a 3-man. We don't know that. So, please, just look. I'm only here to tell you guys nothing but the truth, man. And that's not as far as the questions, since I'm already there, I might as well just go ahead and answer it. I'm sorry, dude, but
are you good?
As far as the question is concerned, man, I honestly think left guard is the position because I'm tired of seeing that big ass wall of nothing. That's what he is. He's the big wall of nothing. All right, he might as well be damn. He might as well just be invisible. Put the goddamn invisibility cloak on his ass because he ain't been doing crap. Okay, that's what he is. We talking about Carpenter. That dude ain't worth crap. So I think free agency they're going to go out and get a veteran. Not offensive lineman, but offensive lineman left guard to hit that position, and they're gonna get a left guard to take his position later on, and maybe later on in the draft. So that's what I think. That's the biggest need for me because I think Arthur Smith, this guy wants to be physical, and he wants his lineman up front. And right now, this line for the Atlanta Falcons, these guys are young, and the only one that really, when you look at it, that is quote unquote, it's probably Jake Matthews. He's probably the only guy that's really, when you look at him, he's probably the only one that on that line because you got everybody else is young. He can still preen these guys. You got Caleb McGarry, Hennessy, and you got Lindstrom. Those guys are young. He can still bring these guys to be whatever he wants. Jake Matthews is probably the only one that's looking am I safe? Jake Matthews is probably the only one. Everybody else they're still young. They still have their career ahead of them. Jake Matthews is pretty much in his prime. So it's like I said, I think left guard is going to be a position that you see in free agency that they go out and pick out somebody that's really, really good or experienced.
All right. Before I get to my answer, I'm gonna go ahead and get in a couple of these comments because they really coming in good today. They coming in like good, good steak. They coming in. Harrison the Bunny talking about, can we get a round of applause? Dirt Cutter got hired at Bojangles. Hold on. I gotta give him the boule bougie clap. Hold on. Everybody liking the new background. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Shit. Hey, like I said, try change it up a little bit over here, but it's all good. Yeah, like I said, we got Floyd Donnelly. He said Brian Hill and Olsen is all set. I don't like Mike made the best point. This is what we've been saying the whole time is I'm just gonna put the Kstylz spin on it. We don't damn know.
Yeah, no clue.
They got us doing the Bird Box challenge. We don't know what's going on, bro.
We don't know nothing. We don't know anything.